I've been walking on a quiet morning trail, hoping to catch, hoping something will catch my eye. Hoping something will catch my eye for my photo of the day. I don't have a commitment to taking a daily photograph, but today is the day that for centuries has been regarded as the time when the veil between the living and those who have lived before us is the thinnest. Well, I'm not superstitious. I find solace from the ramped up, haywired world of road rage, unread emails, and online envy by peering far back into the lives of those who came before me, into what gave meaning to them, those whom without I would not exist. This morning, as I walk in a meditative solitude, purposely enveloped in nature and encountering deer, ducks, and squirrels, squirrel! I'm trying to fathom what my family, 18 generations before, must have experienced back in medieval times. Generations before electricity, toilets, or running water. Largely without fashion, where current events were learned from those traveling through, perhaps by mishap. And balladeers and troubadours, these real-life people whose DNA is currently coursing through my body as I type these words you are reading. Typing words on my handheld computer and communication device. Those people would probably be illiterate and unable to read a newspaper even if they were ever to see one. Their math skills would be minimal at best, and they would have nothing close to the vocabulary of my 6-year-old niece. Although uneducated by today's standards, I do not for one moment believe that these people were stupid. I believe they had knowledge about things that I will never even have crossed my mind. They would have been able to read the sky. They would have known in a manner we cannot ever know the source of their food, their water, their shelter, their heat, and fire. They had more knowledge about the people that they lived with than without the latest online personality quiz. They would have been able to define what they smelled and have a keen awareness of their environment by using their nose. There would have been very little music except for rare circumstances. And since oil lamps were not available, when the sun would go down, it was dark until sunrise. These ancestors lived through the night without protection from animals of prey, pestilence, famine, and disease. They had enough to be afraid of in the night without goblins and ghosts and witches and fairies. They carved faces in the squashes and the pumpkins and the other harvests that they could find in order to ward off evil spirits while they were paying their respect for those that came before and also those recently departed. If a family member had died within the last week, their body would likely be nearby to adorn. I have no idea what the funeral rites would have been. I have no idea what status any of my ancestors would have had. Did they live in a region so remote that Christianity had not yet reached them? Or were their lives controlled by a tyrannical bishop? It isn't possible for me to guess. I can assume certain things, such as what the typical climate and seasons of Europe would have been in general. I can also assume that if they followed a calendar closely, and if the nearest village observed honoring souls as a ritual at this time of the year, that they did so without the scary movies, the celebrity look-alike costumes, complaining that Christmas decorations were already being sold. They did so without candy, pretend pirates, and glow-in-the-dark princesses. This morning of Halloween, I am sharing a photo that I've taken. It suits me fine with the wispy mist rising from the green sludge atop the pond, a nearly leafless, gnarled late autumn tree, and dried brown grasses in the foreground. Fog lingering in the forest woods behind. Happy Halloween! Take a moment to learn for yourself why this moment in the seasons has brought people around the world to pause and reflection for centuries before Christmas arrived. Celebrate the circle of life.